A wealth man is about to relocate you, and it's because you did this. Archangel Michael says, this moment is sacred. Do not take it lightly, because what's coming will reshape every single breath you take. A powerful man who has watched you silently, from behind shadows and boardroom windows, has made a life-altering decision. Your world is about to shift in a way that most people only dream of but never touch. You are standing in the middle of a divine transfer, and the very ground under your feet is humming with preparation. This is no fantasy. This is reality materializing because of a hidden act you did from your heart. You didn't know he saw it. You didn't know someone of his magnitude would ever pay attention to what seemed like a small, unnoticed sacrifice. But fate was watching, and now, a billionaire with more than just money is about to send a jet in your direction. There's movement in the air, strange calls being made, and private discussions that whisper only your name. This is not a coincidence. What you did has unlocked a spiritual vault. Now, the golden door has been unsealed. He reviewed several candidates. He met powerful individuals, glamorous influencers, professionals with resumes that could fill libraries. But his heart kept circling back to you. You, who didn't beg or chase or try to impress. You, who chose to be kind instead of popular. You, who prayed in silence, helped someone broken, and didn't speak a word about it to the world. Comment if you can feel this truth already shaking your reality. The reason this man is relocating you is deeply tied to an incident that happened 29 days ago. You didn't even realize what had begun in that moment. But heaven noticed. You chose grace. You forgave someone who tried to destroy your peace. You helped a stranger in need when your own soul was tired. That vibration pierced through spiritual dimensions and landed on the radar of someone influential. Now he is coming. He doesn't want to meet you where you are, because where you are is not meant for you anymore. He's preparing to move you into your new environment, one that mirrors your inner light. There is already a conversation happening between him and someone close to your area. Your name is being repeated, with a sense of urgency, and his orders are clear: bring them to me. A car will arrive. The driver already knows what you look like. You don't have to pack anything. Unless you feel ready, because everything you need will be waiting for you there. Archangel Michael says this is your divine appointment, marked and sealed by heaven long before this year even started. If you feel chills reading this, it's not a trick of emotion, it's confirmation. This is your spiritual relocation. This wealthy man has seen enough of the world to know who's real. And he knows you, not like the rest. He has connections in government, in media, in real estate. But what he needs is something none of them could give. He needs your energy. He needs the presence you carry when you enter a room. He needs the healing that radiates from your voice and your silence. That is why he has chosen you. That is why relocation is already being planned without your knowledge. Comment now if you claim this silently orchestrated blessing. You once walked into a room and didn't realize who was observing from afar. He was there. Not in flashy clothes. Not drawing attention. Just quietly studying the room. And when you sat down to help that child with their shoes, when you gave your water to the woman who couldn't stand in the heat, that was the moment his heart knew you were the one. He didn't approach you then. He wanted to see if your actions were consistent. And they were. Weeks passed. Then a document passed his desk, and guess whose name was on it? Yours. That's when he said, "Enough. I need them beside me. Relocate them." Now, nothing is the same after this decision. There is no going back to who you used to be. There's only elevation ahead. This is not just a man offering a house or a car. This is a man investing in your destiny, backing your future with silent authority and holy timing. You are being moved for a purpose. Where you going, your name will open doors others can't knock on. The life you imagined when you were tired of crying, when you whispered to God with your face buried in a pillow, that life is now looking back at you. You are not losing your mind. You are receiving divine downloads. This relocation won't look like what others have seen. It will seem sudden, almost surreal. But inside, your soul will say, "Finally, I remember this place. I belong here." He is going to protect you like royalty. You will never again feel like a stranger in your own story. You are stepping into the next chapter, and it starts with someone else's decision but ends in your full inheritance. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. What you did in silence is about to reward you in public. That private action that no one applauded, heaven did. And now, a man who carries financial keys is acting on heaven's behalf. He's not just moving you. He's positioning you for the next dimension. His team already has your file. The background checks are done. You are cleared. Relocation is not just geographical, it's spiritual, emotional, and relational. You won't be able to take everyone with you. Some who were close will not understand. That's okay. They weren't meant to sit in this section of your story. Your reward is not because you begged for it. Your reward is because you embodied it. The act you did was small by human standards, but it echoed in spiritual places. You will be shocked by the home he's prepared. The energy there? Divine. The view? Celestial. It carries the same peace you carry in your heart. That's why it was built for you. Even the person welcoming you at the new place will know. They'll look into your eyes and say, we've been waiting." That's how precise the universe has been about your elevation. This man didn't do this to impress you. He did this because he believes in you. He's seen people with riches and no soul. You are the opposite, soul before everything. You bring warmth into icy rooms. You speak life into broken places. He wants that energy beside him, in his life, his space, his world. This is the highest kind of recognition, not fame, but divine appointment. You have the energy of someone who rebuilds entire atmospheres. That's why the environment around you is being reshaped. That's why he's investing in your relocation without blinking. He knows once you there, everything changes. He doesn't want you because of what you have. He wants you because of who you are. You are about to see a different side of wealth, the kind that chooses you, not for profit, but for purpose. He has properties, planes, people, but none of them gave him peace. You are the peace. You are the answer. That's why he's making this move. Every delay you've experienced is now folding into this alignment. This is why others didn't stay. This is why you were rejected. This is why it didn't make sense before. Because this had to happen. And now, it is. Archangel Michael says, Your name has passed through sacred circles and reached prophetic hands. Comment ready if your spirit feels what's already on its way to you. This man sat in meetings with advisors and world leaders, yet all he could think about was your face. He saw a vision, your voice in his home, your peace healing what money could never fix. He's moving heaven and earth quietly, arranging everything for your arrival like royalty returning to a hidden palace. The keys are already made, the furniture already chosen, the space already cleansed with intention, because you deserve to enter peace, not chaos. You're not just being relocated, you are being restored. This is sacred. This is divine architecture manifesting itself through the hands of a man led by higher wisdom. Your name is coded in his decision. Every plan he sets into motion echoes with the promise that what you gave is coming back multiplied, not as pity, but as honor. You have no idea how many people envy this moment. But they don't understand, this moment cost you tears. You earned this with humility that others wouldn't choose. You passed the test. You didn't break when others betrayed you. You stayed silent when you could have exposed them. You gave when no one clapped. You prayed when no one saw. You hoped when there was no proof. Comment if you feel that shift already pulling at your energy. He wanted to approach you earlier, but divine timing held him back. Because the blessing had to arrive when your soul was ready, not your ego. You will step into this place, and everything will align, air, light, frequency. Your spirit will immediately recognize that this is where you were always meant to be. And your soul will sigh, finally, I'm home. This is not relocation for convenience. This is relocation for calling. You are being sent into the environment where your next version must be birthed. Every delay in your life will now make sense. Every heartbreak will be answered by new doors that don't just open, they stay open. You will not have to chase them. They will chase you. Because light is not meant to hide in shadows. Your light is now scheduled to be seen. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. He has made arrangements with trusted people. None of them will speak your name unless necessary. This relocation is silent until it is done. You will disappear your old environment quietly, and reappear in a new space as if you were always meant to be there, because you were. He has cancelled meetings to oversee your process personally. He wants every detail to reflect the honor you carry. You don't know it yet, but he's seen you cry. He walked past you once when you were wiping tears and didn't know he was near. He heard you say something that broke his heart open. He said to himself, anyone who still chooses light after that much pain deserves everything. He's not relocating you for romance. He's relocating you for reverence. He has studied your aura like art. Even if you deny it now, your spirit has already accepted it. Your higher self is preparing your lower self to receive. You are now in the season of unblocking the favor that was paused for your development. This man doesn't move without purpose. And you, my dear, are his next divine assignment. His calling is to elevate you into your rightful space. He's already instructed someone to clear your new space of past energies. He wants you to walk into a room that feels like love, not memory. He wants you to feel celebrated, not tolerated. This relocation is the physical confirmation of a spiritual promotion. You didn't skip the line, you outlasted the fire. That's why this door is only opening for you. He's known by many, but he trusts few. And you? You are one of the few. You passed every invisible test. Comment, I receive, if your soul just breathed deeper reading this. You are about to live in a location where peace lives in the walls, where the energy around you amplifies your inner calling, where your past won't be able to follow. You will be surrounded by views that remind you, God never forgot. You will hear your name spoken with admiration, not envy. You will feel safety in every breath. He already made sure the neighbors know someone special is coming. They don't know your story, but they've been told, respect them. They're chosen. This man has seen fake. He's been surrounded by fame, flattery, and manipulation. But none of it moved his soul. You did. Because you didn't perform. You simply existed as light. And that light cracked through the armor he had built for years. He has cleared your path. Every obstacle has been removed. Every delay now becomes fuel for the speed of this next season. When the plane lands for you, don't hesitate. It's not a dream. It's your destiny finally catching up with you. The house is bigger than what you asked for. The surroundings are safer than you imagined. The view is brighter than your past. You won't need permission to be happy there. Your joy won't be borrowed or temporary. It will be permanent, anchored in peace. This is more than relocation. This is redefinition. You are not who you were before this script began. You are now the one who was chosen, not by accident, but by alignment. You didn't force this. You flowed into it. And now, everything is flowing back to you. He has also planned a small gathering in your honor. Only people with pure hearts will be allowed to attend. It will not be loud, but it will be sacred. You will be introduced as someone of value, not as a guest. Your presence will be respected. Your journey will be honored. The moment you enter that new house, your old battles will expire. The energy that drained you will no longer exist. That old version of you will never return. You have earned this. You are not begging. You are receiving. Because you gave without conditions. Comment, my blessing has arrived, if your spirit feels aligned with this moment. The moment your foot touches the ground of the new property, your body will recognize the vibration. It will feel like it waited lifetimes for this very soil. Even the wind will seem to whisper, you're safe now. You will not be relocating just homes. You'll be relocating timelines. The suffering you endured before this will not be allowed to follow. There is a spiritual wall that now stands between your past and your promise. He has ensured your name is guarded with honor. No gossip, no past rumor, no betrayal will enter your new world. You are moving into divine protection disguised as luxury. He has studied your silence. He read between the lines of your actions and saw integrity. That's why his loyalty to you is now unshakable. He knows what it means to be surrounded by people who only love what you have. But you didn't love his wealth. You loved people without reward. And that love caught heaven's attention. Archangel Michael says the gates have opened because of your endurance. What others called weakness, heaven called wisdom. And now, the reward will be so massive, it will silence every doubt. Even the sun will shine differently on you in this new place. Your skin will glow from rest, not stress. You will sleep without fear, wake without pressure, and move without guilt. This wealthy man has already removed anyone who cannot respect your new position. He wants peace around you at all times. He has instructed his team to protect your emotional, physical, and spiritual space. There will be no interviews, no public announcement. Only whispers between angels and aligned individuals. Because some blessings require silence until they've taken full root. And yours is growing even now. It is sprouting in realms seen and unseen. Comment, aligned, if your body and spirit already feel the roots taking hold. You'll notice people around you shifting as this unfolds. Some will act strange. Their spirit sense something is coming your way. Even if they don't understand it, let them react. It's not your job to explain divine elevation. It's your job to walk in it. You're going to be introduced to a new circle, not of status seekers, but of purpose protectors. People who've also been through fire and now carry wisdom. They will not envy you. They will honor you. And together, you will build something that will outlive you. You will not lack anything anymore. Not love, not clarity, not support. Everything will meet you where you're going. This man has already considered your emotional well-being. He's made sure the new home is more than just shelter, it's healing. From the colors on the wall to the view outside your bedroom window, it's all been chosen with care. The kitchen smells like comfort. The bedroom feels like protection. Even the floors echo warmth. He made sure the location is far enough to protect your peace, but close enough for you to reach new opportunities. Every detail is covered. You won't have to do anything alone there. Help will come before you even ask. Because heaven has assigned helpers who understand without speaking. Archangel Michael says, "This is your confirmation, do not look back." If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. He's even built a space where you can be still, not to perform, but just to exist and finally breathe. That room will become your sacred altar. You will find clarity there. It will become the place where you hear heaven clearly again. For too long, noise blocked your vision. Now, silence will restore it. The decisions you make next will flow with divine ease. Even your body will change. Stress lines will disappear. You'll feel lighter because you'll no longer carry survival. This man won't need praise. He'll simply smile, knowing he followed divine instruction. He is being used as a vessel, and he knows it. He's already told someone, there's something about them. I just know I'm supposed to help. That knowing came from a realm higher than logic. And now, it's delivering you to a new existence. You'll feel the difference instantly. The air in this new place won't feel heavy. It will feel holy. Even nature responds to the presence of someone chosen. The birds outside your window, the gentle wind that wraps around your morning tea, all will feel intentional. You'll no longer be on edge. You'll no longer prepare for the worst. You'll finally trust that the best is staying. Comment, "This is mine," if your spirit accepts this divine settlement. He's already ensured your finances won't suffer. You'll have abundance flowing to you consistently. And not just money, resources, solutions, and support. You will no longer have to compromise your joy for survival. This man's wealth is not your rescue. It's your reward. He knows that money without peace is nothing, and you bring the peace he needs in return. Together, it will create an atmosphere of unstoppable grace. He will protect your rest. He will honor your boundaries. He will not ask you to be anything but who you are. That's the beauty of this blessing. You don't have to morph into anything. You just have to show up and let it unfold. The people around you will sense something has changed. They'll feel the glow before they see the home. And they will realize, you were always destined for more. The elevation isn't for status. It's for service. Because now that you restored, your gifts can flourish. The things you tried to do while broken will now bloom. The seeds you planted in tears will grow in peace. Your garden is ready. He knows you are not perfect. He isn't expecting perfection. He's expecting presence. And your presence carries healing. Even in silence, you shift the room. That's why he's bringing you in. This relocation is more than a blessing. It's a divine strategy. Because where you going, your voice will open doors not just for you, but for others. You will not only live in favor, you will release it. Comment, "My door is open," if this resonates deeply in your soul. You will be surprised how fast everything starts aligning now. What once took months will now take moments. Because heaven has removed the resistance. This man is not just wealthy in money, he's wealthy in influence, power, and favor. And now all three are bending toward you. Because your presence carries something greater than gold, divine peace. The new address you're being moved to will never experience what you went through. Because the old version of you is not permitted to enter. Only your elevated self can walk through these new doors. You are not being rewarded for pretending. You are being rewarded for enduring. For staying kind in a cold world. He knows you don't chase opportunities. You attract them by your spiritual frequency. And he's never seen someone carry frequency like yours. He told one of his assistants, "There's something about their silence. It teaches more than books." He has spent decades around noise, but your stillness is what moved him. That's why he's relocating you, not for flash, but for fulfillment. This is your inheritance. Not because of your name, but because of your spirit. Not because of what you earned, but because of what you lived through. Comment, "I'm stepping in," if your body feels this shift now. He instructed an interior designer to choose pieces that match your soul. They asked, "What's their style?" He replied, "Peace. Make it feel like peace." Every room will hold its own anointing. Your footsteps will activate favor. Every night you sleep there, healing will unfold. He even set aside a room just for your creativity. He believes in your ideas. He wants your dreams to finally have a space to breathe. No one will have access to this place unless they are pure. Security is already briefed to protect you energetically, not just physically. Because your spirit deserves sanctuary, not just shelter. You'll notice how your thoughts clear up. Your voice becomes stronger. And your confidence returns without guilt. You were never weak. You were just in the wrong environment. Now the right one is being built around you. He had the walls soundproofed so you can rest without interruption. He made sure the lighting helps you feel alive, not drained. Even the scent in the air has been chosen to calm your nervous system. Archangel Michael says, "The home is not just for rest, it's for resurrection." You're about to wake up a version of yourself you've never met. One that smiles without fear. one that speaks without trembling. He has also written a letter for you. It's waiting on the nightstand of the new place. It begins with, "I saw you before the world did." That letter will make you cry, because someone finally understood your heart without asking you to explain. And you'll realize you were never invisible, you were protected. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Everything about this relocation has been touched by higher hands. No detail missed. No comfort denied. You will have your own space to laugh, a place to cry without judgment, and a view to remind you every morning, you made it. You'll start hearing your own voice again, because the new environment will silence the echoes of old pain. There, only the truth of who you are will speak. The people who tried to belittle you will not know what hit them. Because when God promotes, He doesn't ask permission. He just moves. You didn't chase this man. You didn't beg for this house. You simply lived in truth, and truth attracted favor. He is already coordinating logistics behind the scenes. Flights, transport, paperwork, all in motion. Your name is on every document marked priority. You are no longer waiting. You are transitioning. And the transition will be smooth because you've already surrendered. Comment, transition complete, if you're ready for the physical confirmation. The place you're going to is free of old energy. There are no traces of people who doubted you. No reminders of the past that wounded you. This man wants you to experience what he never had, freedom. Not just luxury, but true liberty. To move, think, breathe without fear. You won't owe him anything. He's not asking for your attention, affection, or gratitude. He's simply obeying what he knows in his soul to be divine instruction. He once lost someone dear to him because they never received their blessing in time. He vowed that if he ever had the chance again, he would not let the right soul go unseen. And now, he's honoring that vow through you. You were the answer to a prayer he didn't know how to ask. You appeared without trying. And now everything is aligning in your favor. He believes your presence is protection. He believes your energy is healing. And he believes your smile holds restoration. That's why he chose you, not for a role, but for a realm. You are being elevated into a realm of stability. No more shifting sands, just solid ground. This house was built for legacy. He sees you as part of that legacy. And you will soon see yourself the way heaven sees you. Comment, I am the legacy, if this revelation sits deeply in your spirit. You are now stepping into the timeline where everything changes. Not gradually, but immediately. One move, one home, one divine man's obedience. He didn't choose you for fun. He chose you because the moment he saw you, the silence around him broke. And that moment made everything else secondary. This isn't about luxury. It's about divine alignment. This isn't about escape. It's about elevation. You will never again have to explain your value. Your environment will speak for you. Your peace will become the loudest proof. He will protect this decision. Because it didn't come from impulse. It came from insight. Everything that happens from now on will be confirmation, not confusion. You will not need to second guess. Your body will know, this is where I belong. He is not a savior, he's a signal. A signal that your obedience was never wasted. That everything done in secret is now becoming your public transformation. You're not just relocating. You're resurrecting. You're being reborn in the space that was always waiting. Comment, I am home, if you receive this down to your spirit.